looking down.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Born Offside. We're back, and you guys are kind of like color coordinated today. What's going on?
Well, I've got the
green and gold.
And you got Cat's got mustard.
It's kind of green and gold. Is that for the international break? Is that what you intended?
100%.
Yeah.
We spoke about this.
It's coming up again.
I thought there was just one.
Three international breaks
playing
in
on
12
Thursday.
rounds. It's too much. I like international football.
It is a lot.
This is a lot.
3 in 12 rounds is too much.
It's a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot for the players too, especially because Australia is so far for those guys that are based overseas.
Yeah.
Where are Australia playing? Do we know?
Melbourne, and
Melbourne.
then playing Bangladesh at home. Tough game.
my
Giants
gosh,
of world football,
really?
Bangladesh. So
Oh,
should be a low scoreline.
There's been some new call-ups as well for soccer, isn't there?
Yeah, plenty of
Big
new
up,
call-ups. New
Yankee.
face. It's a
Yankee
good-
got the call
it's
up.
a good chance to try them out.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm
you're
so
playing
I'm so happy
Bangladesh.
he got the call-up. You know, like he's been smashing it. He got injured for a little bit, but he's been smashing it at Portsmouth, and you know, hard work pays off. So
Yeah, and well, we need number 9s, don't we? There's not really much to pick from at the moment, so I guess it's a good position to be a 9 as well. Tell you what, if you're in the, I had this conversation with someone at work today at Optus. They were saying like, if you're in the NPL at the moment and you're a number 9, you'd be looking at this going, just keep going, bro. Because honestly, you can get to the 4th, 3rd division of England, and you can get a call up for the national team. You know, because with all due respect, I like Mitch Duke, but like he's playing in Japanese 2, and he's our starting 9.
Yeah.
Just, we don't have 9s, you know. So like, keep going if you're a centre forward. But look, all the headlines are about one man, Nestor Irankunda.
Yeah.
Isn't in any of the Australian squads, which might be controversial, but it might also have something to do with the fact that he's agreed a deal to Bayern Munich, the most expensive deal for an outgoing Australian ever.
here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I hate to say we told you so, but we told you so.
You guys said it a while ago, and then you reposted your TikTok that you made about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you?
I don't know what I did. I don't know how to use that app anymore. I think I put it on my story or
Oh,
something.
your story.
But
Yeah, because my video that I posted like months ago somehow got back on the timeline because he got signed and everything.
Yeah.
Like you lot predicted it, but
You know,
it doesn't really surprise
that's
me.
who we need to get on before he goes anywhere.
I reckon we could. I reckon we could for sure. Yeah.
When Adelaide are in, maybe when Adelaide are in,
When they're up in Sydney?
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. No, it'd be great to have a chat to him. Obviously, super young lad, but he's got the world at his feet. He's going to be going to Bayern, 5.5 million. So a lot of the questions coming into the pod are about that. CJL 26. Will Irankunda get a chance to fight for his spot at Bayern, or will he be loaned out?
Oh, it's a tough one. For me, I'm seeing like a project Alphonso Davies. I reckon they're going to turn him into a right back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
I think they are.
Interesting.
Because I followed Alphonso Davies' story because I was in America at the time when he was bursting on the scene, when he was in the MLS. He was doing exactly what Kunda's doing now. Like, he was on the wing, he was banging in goals for fun, he was scoring left, right and centre, and he was like 17, and I was like, fuck, what they're going to do with him?
Yeah.
Turn him to a left back
Yeah.
up and down. I reckon they could do a similar sort of thing for Kunda.
Well, he's turned into a superstar, so that's worked.
Yeah.
We've seen, not really an Australian, but we've seen a Kiwi, Sarpreet Singh, sign for Bayern Munich 2 years ago.
I think his name was trending when Irankunda's story came out because everybody's like, please don't let this be
And it's not
that
really
all
sad
over
anything.
again.
Look,
What happened to him?
he got loaned out
Yeah.
to Nuremberg first, and then I think a series of loans, and he's still, going through the loans.
Yeah, he never ended up.
How was he, like, because I don't know that much about him, how was he in terms of bursting on the scene? Like, was he as big as...
No. He was good.
He was good.
For Phoenix. He was good in the A-League, but I don't think he was to this level of...
Because even, like, people in England are now, like, quote tweeting, being like, what the fuck is this goal catalogue? This is like people that have never seen him play.
Yeah.
Like, even my boys in England now are, like, messaging me, like, is this the guy you were talking about? I'm like...
Yeah, here we go.
Fucking told you,
Here
man.
we go.
Listen to me. I got my ears to the streets
Yeah.
in the A-League. This is the guy. When I told them, like, oh, yeah, A-League, blah, 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 blah. But when it goes, here we go, he tweets.
As soon as Fabrizio
tweets it, they're like, oh, this is proper.
No, it's a big signing. Look, everyone's writing it. Caleb Bora wrote as well, proud of Nestor, but I pray he doesn't get loaned out. I don't think loaning out is necessarily a bad thing. A lot of big players have been loaned out
I
before.
don't think it's a bad thing.
It's honestly, it's sink or swim, and some players sink for one reason or another, but like it's also a great opportunity. If you're going to sit on the bench at Bayern, I know it's Bayern.
You're still on the bench.
But if you're just going to sit on the bench, I mean, he's got to get over Gnabry and Sane and these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Bayern is stacked.
Yeah, it all depends.
And
where
that's
you go.
why the Alphonso Davies idea, that he ends up in the back, maybe that would give him more time, more likely. But he's fighting a lot of good players for that position.
That's the thing. So look, I think it's not about, it's where you go on loan. Like there are good loan moves, there are bad loan. And some of them are lucky. Arzani, signed by Man City. Loan didn't work, right? Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does work. So we're all super proud of it.
Yeah.
But and I stress this all the time in football, hasn't achieved it yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
we
like-
have. Yeah, it's like it's foot. Like I always think like your foot's in the door now.
Exactly.
You know what
So
I mean? Like,
as amazing as it is,
yeah.
we all just got to hope that it
Just-
keeps going.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
There's a lot more football to be played.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that. And fingers crossed they put him down the right path, and everything's best for him. I mean,
But hopefully it means more scouts coming here. I spoke to, I was chatting to Tommy Sorensen at work, obviously former goalkeeper for Melbourne City. He was at the most recent, he was actually at Melbourne City versus Sydney FC last week. And he said the head scout for Viking in Norway, no, Norway, was that right? Yeah, it was. The head scout for Viking in Norway was here watching that game because he's already got 3 Aussies.
Yeah.
And it's a proven formula that the Aussies are working in that league. So the scouts are coming regularly to watch. Okay, that's Norway. But now you never know. Maybe Bayern, German scouts start coming a bit more. And it opens the path.
yeah, I think definitely like people will be sniffing around the A League, especially like that Adelaide team has got stars coming out of it. Probably the best youth development in the A League, I'd say.
Yeah.
So wouldn't surprise me.
Well, yeah, every player that gets a call up, like necessarily puts Australia on the map.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you live, obviously you moved here. What was the reputation of Australian football before you lived here?
It was definitely not good.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was definitely horrible. And that was because of the whole, I think that was because of the whole Usain Bolt thing. That really
Because that was a joke.
Usain Bolt killed us.
that
huh?
fucked up.
Killed
for you
our
guys
league.
That was
so
an absolute
much. Because I
joke.
was in England, I'm thinking, wait, how the fuck is Usain Bolt scoring in the A League?
Yeah.
It took the league back about 5 years.
Do you know that sometimes
Which it
I
didn't
forget
really. He
that
scored in
happened?
a-
It's a
in a
bit of a
friendly.
fever dream.
No one
kind
knew
of
it was a
thing.
friendly. Like the
Yeah.
clip went viral of him scoring.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Is this guy signed for Central Coast? What is going on?"
I know. It didn't help our cause.
No, it
It was
didn't.
very memeable.
It didn't.
Hopefully they made a lot of money out of that. But look, it didn't work for Adelaide on the weekend. They didn't have Irankunda because he was suspended from last week.
Yep.
How funny the tone's different.
That's what I found most interesting that was announced the same week.
Yeah, it's like last week we were here sitting here. One of the questions last week was, could this derail his career, this red card?
It's like,
Next
nah,
minute,
mate, the deal was
signed
already
by
done.
Bayern. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're here talking
That's
about
why
him going to Bayern.
That's why he didn't hold back. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
In
Yeah.
terms of the money that that A League got, or I don't know how it works in terms of money. Like they sold him for $3 million or whatever.
I think it's $5.5 million.
$5.5 million.
So probably like, $3 million euros.
So does that go to A League or does that go to Adelaide? That's what I don't know.
Good question. Should go to Adelaide, you'd think. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit of a split. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a very good question. I reckon we'll look into that.
Yeah,
Ask a few
well, let's
questions.
look
Probably
into
won't get
it.
the right answers.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind hearing about where that goes. Either way, it's money into the Australian game. But I hear you. I know what you mean.
Yes.
You kind of want that to go into then creating more products like
Yeah,
him.
because if you've, I think the whole thing, if you've developed and created a player and you've nurtured him, you should benefit.
And I have no
mostly
doubt
from
they
that.
would.
They would, but
I just wonder if there's
How
a
much?
percentage. Yeah. It's an interesting one. Well, they got hammered by Sydney on the weekend.
yeah.
Sydney sacked
Sydney,
Corica.
I know.
Put your Fuktale in.
I had a few messages about that because I said that he was untouchable, and then he got fired the next day.
You said that last week.
Mystic Cat is back.
Because Mr. Cat was wrong. Because you asked me like, thoughts on
Should you sack
Corica, and I said
Corica?
I think he's pretty safe. Like I just don't see
But they gave
them
him a
getting
good
rid of
tribute,
him.
didn't they?
Yeah.
And
was
he resigned, I believe. He didn't actually officially get
Well,
sacked.
that was more so what I
Joel Lolly
suspected
was
would
fucking
happen.
going off, wasn't he? Two goals.
fucking
I
good to
think.
see the loss.
Thinking an
back.
assist as
Hello.
well.
Yeah, it's
like,
good to see.
Lolly.
Good to see. And,
Well done,
and
mate.
it's amazing how quick football fans change because Joe was getting criticised a bit by Sydney fans for not performing. Now, Luca Delaney, is Joe Lolly the best player in the A?
That's football in a nutshell,
quick.
isn't it? That's football in a nutshell. 1 minute they hate you, the next minute you're the fucking guy, man.
I know, but it was a great performance. He's the A-League's Iron Robin. Just loves to cut in on that
Cuts
left
in,
peg.
bang,
Does it all the
yeah.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Cuts in on that
Gorgeous
left
man,
peg.
Robin.
And
Joking.
Jesus, that was random.
Joking.
it was really
You know,
random.
there's nothing to sexualizing of men.
Yeah.
Like,
What? Robin is a
I'm
gorgeous man.
joking.
He's not bad. Are you thinking Ribéry?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I love how you
I
knew.
knew that. I knew you were
love that
thinking
you knew
Ribéry.
I got that wrong.
Yeah.
Have you know what Ribéry looks
Yes,
like?
I know, but you said he's good looking. So
No,
She's
I was
sarcastic.
joking.
Oh, okay.
But you got the player wrong too.
I got the player
It
wrong.
was
So
just,
I
yeah.
just should have shut up that whole time.
It's the second miss for Cat early days.
Love
That's
that.
all right. That's all right. It's
Great
all right.
start to the air.
Three
Start
times
again.
a charm, eh?
Third time's a charm. That's right. You had your coffee today? Right now. Okay, so she's catching up right now. Joe K Football, is it time to classify the new manager bounce as a performance-enhancing drug? How do you
Oh
explain?
my God, this is actually,
interesting.
I was actually thinking about this.
How do you explain that Sydney FC are that much better than the week before? Adelaide were
Telling
going to go
you,
top with a
man,
win here.
it's
They were
so
unbeaten.
true. Any team after they lose a gaffer, you just put your money
It's
on them
dead
to win the
weight.
next
That's
week.
why.
Insane.
Because everyone knows like, oh shit, I need to play for my spot again.
Yeah.
What is it? What is
Yeah.
it?
Do
It's
you
so
feel a
true.
sense of freedom?
But do you
like,
look at
is
that?
it-
Do you look at that and go, okay, you know, maybe Corica was not doing a good job.
Yeah.
But do you look at that and kind of like think about the players going, were you really playing your best?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
What are you actually doing?
Because there's not
man?
much you Fuxale could have done in a few days.
Yeah, because new coach coming in, right? You've almost got to prove yourself a little bit again.
Yeah, but you should be playing every game like that.
I know that, but is that why? Are we seeing them step up? It's not actually, you know, anything to do with the
Because
coach.
it's
It's
almost
all about
like
the players
it's almost
stepping
like
up.
nothing solidified.
Bro,
again.
Joe Lolly was playing every week. It's not like he brought in new players. Lolly.
yeah.
I mean, I love Lolly. Like, but I'm saying he just like all of a sudden turns it on, rips it up, hits the town in Shagalade afterwards as well. Legend, Lolly.
They just pop down there. as
Straight
well.
out of
That's a new one.
See what
I've
it's
heard
saying.
Radelaide, not Shagalade.
Shagalade. Oh, he's British. But yeah, they're all Nellum 94. Don Tale let him cook. Look, I don't think Tale had too much of an input. The big controversial thing is he told Wellington fans he was leaving to go. He wanted an overseas opportunity,
Okay.
and technically he did come. 1-1 draw,
Oh wow.
0 shots.
Own goals.
Own goal.
Oh my god.
I feel like we're seeing a lot of own goals
FIFA
these
stat.
days.
Yeah,
That's a FIFA
game
stat.
so quick. Hey, your boy Tate Russell scored as well.
All right, big up Tate Russ, man. He's back and he's
Yeah.
better, you know.
Yeah.
Barella almost stopped him,
Yeah.
but it got across the line. Did you see it?
No, I
It
didn't
was
see
like
it.
it was like a volley, chest volley, banged it, and like Barella was like literally on the line, and it hit Barella. But luckily, it was like
It had crossed the line.
across the
Oh,
line.
wow.
Otherwise, he would have stopped the goal.
It would have been offside. And
Yeah,
stopped
it
the
would have been
goal.
offside as well. But
Yeah.
the boys are playing well.
They
you
are.
know?
Yeah.
Clemsby, I think his name's Clemsby. Left back got the other
Clemsby,
goal.
Yeah.
They're playing well, man. They started really, really well. There's a different feel. There's a different vibe. So
Well, it's gonna be all of a sudden. It's gonna be very interesting because we've got international break now, and then Sydney Derby,
I can't wait.
yeah,
which now Sydney FC fans no doubt will probably turn up because they feel a different sense now
Yeah.
with the new coach. So that's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be a
We'll
good
be there.
derby, 100%.
Yeah, we're going to that.
No, it's gonna be real good. Daniel the 99. Now that we're 4 weeks in, early predictions for A League top 4. How do you pick the A League? Right now, there's no team
it's all over. It's all over the place.
because City are struggling, and usually City
Yes,
are the one
City
you,
is struggling.
you bank on.
And then it's also like it's goals galore. Like you, know, you don't really know.
Mariners are last.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
That's
on there.
well, everyone who was
Left.
banging goals for them last season's gone.
There's still players. There's still
yeah,
got
like
similar. Like the defender, the centre back's still there. It's still got a little bit.
Tulio's still there,
yeah,
and
a
they
little
brought
bit
back
of midfield.
Qual.
Qual's back. You know, he scored. I think he scored his first
scored
goal
on the
in the
weekend.
A-League.
Yeah.
He got a goal in is the Asia Cup they were playing?
Yeah, the AFC
and
Cup.
He's like most hated guy in like Bali now.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I've seen
did
it.
see
That's
that.
not
He
somewhere
was
you want to be
diving.
hated
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
It was just
But
diving
it's,
everywhere.
honestly, I don't think you can pick it.
I don't think you can pick it. Also, because there's a lot changing with Sydney too. They've played
think-
one game, but
I think it'll be a good year for the two Sydneys.
yeah,
I think both Sydneys will finish in the top 4. I think Wanderers looking good.
it
I
would
think
be
Sydney
nice
FC
to
as
see
well.
Western Sydney up there.
Yeah. And in Melbourne, maybe the victory. I don't know. I can't pick it. Right now. I'm gonna my prediction for you, because I don't want to leave you with nothing, is that both Sydney teams will finish in the top 4, and we could potentially even see a Sydney Derby final for the first time.
Could you imagine?
That'd be huge. Yeah.
Scenes.
Yeah. I don't know. Had to throw something out there. We actually got a little DM in. This person prefers to remain anonymous.
Oh, I wonder why. What's going on there?
They DM saying just about our second division story last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have inside scoop that Football Queensland have taken Sunshine Coast's license away from them for trying to enter the second division.
What the fuck?
And they're trying to replace them with a Sunshine United team in the same spot, but run by Football Queensland.
Oh my! What the hell
As
is
a
going on?
punishment.
Football's as a punishment.
As a punishment.
A slap in the hand.
You did bad.
Oh, jeez.
What in the fascism is going on
Yeah,
up there?
I know,
Football
bro.
Queensland, like,
Queensland,
we-
I've heard things
We need
about.
to have some words.
I mean,
down there.
Queenslanders are a little bit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if we look at the comment section on the post about it, everyone was talking about like, what the fuck is Football Queensland doing?
Yeah.
Like, let the boys.
It's
you know.
I don't, but I genuinely don't understand the objective behind gatekeeping like that. Like, what are they achieving out of doing that? More eyes on the game in Queensland? I don't think
They
so.
think it's gonna. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it's gonna.
Is
if
it
anything,
or is it
if this
not?
national second division gets up and there's no Queensland teams, I can't see how that's gonna do anything good for Queensland football.
And as a Queenslander, are you motivated to stay in that, or do you
Yeah.
want to
You'd
play
leave.
second
The
division?
players would all come here.
Yeah,
You'd think.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think there was a question about the pay as well. People were saying like, I hope there's going to be decent enough pay in that second division, where we were talking about as well. Where I think me and Josh Jeans were saying, hopefully they make it where people make enough to where they can leave their normal job or whatever.
Well,
Because
this is
it's
the
a tough
thing,
division. It's a tough spot to be in.
I can't
Like, would
see
you
that.
rather play
That's
I don't-
NPL?
I don't
Would
see
you rather
that
play
happening,
NPL
though.
and have a second job?
But this is the thing. That's a lot of money when you add it up. And for these clubs, the A-League barely has enough money, let alone that. I think what they should, I almost think they should keep it semi-pro.
Yeah.
But like a high
Very,
semi-pro.
very, yeah.
Because if you start training during the day, players aren't going to leave their day jobs to play in the second division. If you keep it like maybe four sessions a week at night, your games are all on maybe Saturday night, so you could fly back.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't affect your day job.
Too
It's
much.
a lot. It's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot.
But for an extra 50, 60, 70K,
Yeah, you do that.
a lot of players would do it for a bit.
Remember we spoke
But
to
you wouldn't
Robbie
leave your day job.
Speranza about that?
Yeah.
He plays for Marconi,
Yes,
so does his
and he's-
brother.
and
His
he's
brother's
physio,
a
right?
teacher. He's a physio. They both work full time. They, as far as I know, in his career, he's very successful as a physio. He's doing really well. And then as a footballer, he's been able to maintain that and keep that kind of like dual lifestyle.
Yeah.
But he said in terms of going full-time football,
No, it needs to be really worth it.
it needs to be like he needs to make bank on that
needs to be
because he's
bank.
doing well out of having the two.
Yeah. So
I
it's-
just don't think
That's
it's
what I mean.
feasible.
They've got to keep it like a really premium semi-pro. Like you got to give them all the physios, you got to give them all the facilities, but I think you got to keep them training at night. It's the only way
Yeah.
to keep
Be
the best players in.
It'll be interesting to see what they do because if the pay's not enough, then people are not going to want to play in the
And then
league.
you're not really getting the true second division, are you? You're getting whoever can afford to do it. I know. There's still a lot to figure out. 2025 start date, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, they shifted it a year.
They shifted it a year. I don't think that's a bad thing.
No,
Get
I
it
don't think
right.
so either. But
Yeah.
like, last week it was
2024.
March 2024, and I'm thinking, nah, probably not. Eh?
Yeah. I mean, who knows if it'll ever get up? But it means we're gonna have a healthy NPL next season. Hopefully, people get around the NPL in the anticipation that that's what's gonna. I know Preston. A mate of mine plays up front for Preston.
Yeah.
Used to play with me here, and he's just signed a deal till 2026 at Preston Lions.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So they're giving out 3-year deals.
They're thinking ahead.
and no NPL team does that.
No way.
So they're already thinking second division,
Yeah.
So credit to him. International break now, so there won't be as much club football. That's okay because Call of Duty came out,
That's all that matters.
so we'll just play some
Yeah,
COD.
we'll just play some COD.
It's
you know?
fine, we'll still fill it
old
up.
maps.
The old maps.
We're loving life.
That's what it's all about.
Poning noobs and stuff.
Whoa. No one says that anymore.
Whoa,
Okay, what the
pause,
fuck
pause,
is that?
pause.
That's like-
Also, the new a bit off topic, but new GTA. I think they announced
Yeah.
the start date.
There's
When
gonna
is
be-
it coming out?
I think.
No, they haven't said when it's coming out.
They haven't
Yet.
said
There's
when.
a
They're
trailer
dropping the
coming.
trailers.
There's a trailer coming next month.
Yeah, like I feel anyone that's in a relationship at that point, I really feel sorry for them because
I feel
we're
like
not moving. I'm not moving from.
no,
my,
but
from my,
I feel like.
Are you serious? The new G. It's been like a 20-year fucking wait.
Bro, I'm not moving. I'm taking a week off work. But I'm
That's-
saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But usually, I find girls like to watch GTA.
Ah.
Don't you reckon?
Yeah.
It's
No,
a bit
okay,
of
Kat
fun.
doesn't. Kat's like icked out the fact that we're talking video
No,
games
I
right
don't
now.
care.
Yeah, GTA is probably a bit
What
different.
about
But I
me
feel like
says I'm
GTA,
icked?
like
It's
I feel
fun.
like yeah, because
It's like a different life.
Hey, babe, you want to go?
Yeah.
Pick up a prostitute and
Yeah.
and then bash her and take
roll
money?
around.
It's terrible. I don't. But that's what you do in GTA.
Yeah.
I know what GTA
I'm not
is. Don't
condoning it.
mansplain.
It's a video game.
Sell some drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Things that
roll around,
you
get a new
wouldn't-
car.
You wouldn't
I
ever
played
do.
GTA. Everyone, if you haven't played GTA, like you live under a rock.
Yeah,
Everyone played it.
exactly.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway,
So
I'm just not going to
We
take
took a bit of
time
a-
off work for it. That's all.
I absolutely would. So we just detoured a little bit on video games, but plenty going on in the international game, particularly the Premier League. I've got the Chelsea jersey back on. I can't believe
Of course
it.
you have.
I'm
That
celebrating
was
a
a great
draw.
game. It was a great
listen,
game though.
I mean, I heard Carragher say like we played Spurs. You know, we beat Spurs, controversial or not, we still beat them. You know, played very well against City. And there was someone else that we played a big four. Was it
Well, we drew to Liverpool.
Liverpool,
we
that was
drew to Arsenal and should have
I was
beaten
at
them.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Sorry, Arsenal drew to Arsenal.
We've been
And
pretty good against the top four.
you know, we dare I say, you know, we turn in the corner a
a win
little
and
bit.
3
you
draws
know.
against the top four.
James is back. Don't want to curse him, but you know he's back, and we're looking.
Sterling
we're
looking
all right.
good.
Sterling
Cole
looking
Palmer.
good. Cole Palmer.
It's good
You know.
against his old club.
How many years did he play for City?
15.
Wow.
Did you watch my show this morning?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I know you did.
I always watch.
You did.
That would have felt good though.
Yeah, I know.
And Sterling too.
Yeah, both of
They
them.
had a couple of them.
Both of them. And they asked him about Cole Palmer because he scored like 5 pens since joining Chelsea. And they asked him, they're like, do you practice that, whatever? And he's like, nah, I don't practice penalties.
Go out there and
'Cause
bang.
I'm just always back
Yeah,
myself.
you said natural talent.
Yeah, he just
it's
said,
just
yeah.
my natural ability.
Yeah, fair play to him.
Me too.
Henry Bear, yeah. You take pens?
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a 9. I've taken a pen in my life.
Okay.
Well, we need to see that.
They're such haters.
We want to see it. We want to see it.
Haters.
We're still waiting on our 5-a-side team.
Yeah. Let's,
I mean, It's
This
not
is the
me
t-
that's
this is the season.
preventing it. Like, you tell me when.
Tis the season for five-a-side.
Tis.
It is. Anyway, Henry Bear, was Chelsea City the best game of the season so far? I think
Oh man, if you went to that game, you got your money's worth.
yeah.
Like a
And then
8-goal
some.
thriller.
Yeah, and 4 equalizers. It wasn't. No one ever blew out.
Like,
No.
yeah,
No one was ever up.
You got
It
your
was
you got
good.
your money's worth. You know, really,
brilliant.
really. That's what you want from your top 4 teams.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, top
Ro-
5 or 6 or whatever.
Ronan Humbles, Anthony Taylor fucking Chelsea over again. When will it end? So he was obviously demoted to the championship.
Yeah.
And then you come back and you get the biggest game of the weekend.
Wow, funny how that works, isn't it?
Was it a
Yeah.
pen? The pull on Haaland?
Just a tough one. We can go either way, but I mean, I'm Chelsea, so I'm gonna go no.
No. I feel like there was a pull
I could see both.
on Kukurea first. They're both pulling each other. This is the
Yeah.
thing. You're starting to get so... The whole game's under a microscope. Look, honestly, I loved being playing at the back growing up, and I'm sure you did too.
Yeah, now
But if I had a
would
kid
fucking
now,
hate it. I'd be like,
I'd be
nah,
like, don't
mate,
play at the back.
Nah,
What's the point?
maybe right back,
Maybe.
maybe
All
right
the
back.
fun shit about being a defender, you can't even do anymore.
Can't do anymore. The game's changed. I think we said this last
Yeah.
episode where we were like the game peaked in like 2000.
100%. Football peak, but we're starting to sound like our dads and stuff.
We
So
are.
I don't want to go down that road.
Fuck.
15 Jared 08. These usernames don't get easier. After 2 straight losses, do you reckon the honeymoon could be over for Ange and Spurs? He was winning 1-0
Yeah.
in the 91st minute, and he managed to lose 2-1. Are the wheels falling off?
It's 2
I
losses.
think it's a bit soon.
Yeah.
It's
a tough
it's
one.
a tough
Wolf.
life out there for these football managers, football players. Like, you make one mistake 2 weeks in a row, and you're done.
Yeah, but is that why they get paid so much? Because that's the nature of the job?
Could be
You know?
standards high.
Yeah,
Doesn't
standards
mean
high.
he's like completely, flopped.
No,
They
he's
had
gonna have a lot
They had
of time.
injuries now, isn't they? They had a few.
Heaps of injuries. Madison and
Madison's out.
and the big CB, the big Dutch. Yeah, they both got injured in the same match, and it doesn't look good. But look, 2 losses. He slips from 1st to 4th.
Damn.
Still in the top 4. Even Domino's Pizza trolled him.
Really? What did they
What
do?
did they do?
Yeah, Domino's Pizza posted right after the game. They said, "Guys, we've launched our new dessert, the Spurs Crumble."
Oh,
I love it
goodness
when these
me.
food.
I love when
companies
you
get
know
involved.
that, like, admin,
True.
who they support,
He's just
or who
sitting
they
there
He's an Arsenal fan for sure.
100%.
For sure.
Look, Oscar Ling has asked us, what is the pass fail mark for Ange at Spurs this season? I think we all said it.
I think he's a.
We said it.
Unless he finished. What did we say?
I mean, top 4 should be,
Top 4 or trophy.
yeah.
Or a trophy.
Top 4 make Europe, or even if he came like 6th, but he won
A little cup,
an FA Cup,
Mm-hmm.
that's also good.
Yeah. Anything that is improvement on the last couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Like, you need to show that he's actually done something in there. We can't go back to before.
No, exactly.
Speaking of Spurs, isn't Harry Kane like
Bro, he can't stop scoring.
17 goals in 11 games or something
It's fine.
stupid like that?
Yeah,
He's
he's-
absolutely taking the piss out of that league.
Best start to Bundesliga life ever
That's
for
crazy.
a player. I think he's got 17 goals already. Or something like
Yeah.
that. Something ridiculous. He scored another brace on the
Wow.
weekend.
Insane.
He can't stop. Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's what I've been saying. Like about everyone's talking Ballon d'Ors now. No more Messi, no more Ronaldo. People talking Bellingham, Haaland, or Mbappe. It kind of feels like it's those 3.
Yeah.
I think Harry Kane can win the Ballon d'Or.
You reckon he could be in the running?
I think so. 100%.
Well, all these fans are frothing right now with you saying that.
100%. Like
It's just.
it depends on who wins the Champions.
It's all Champions League.
League.
Yeah, that's all it is.
But like, let's say England win the Euros. People are saying, "Oh, if England win the Euros," which I don't think they will. But if England win the Euros, Bellingham's got it in the bag. Nah, bro. If England win the Euros, Kane's got it.
True.
He leads that England
That's
side.
true.
True. But
Okay,
there's already,
Claudes.
I think there's already a narrative around Bellingham at
There's
the
a
moment.
there's a
There
big
is.
narrative around
Bellingham!
him. There's a big narrative around him.
And he's
But
like
straight-
Mary Fowler's picks. So see how that goes.
Can-
Yeah, he
that
did.
was a funny post
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you shared that.
Like, oh my days, I died. Like, what do you do?
Do you know that?
If you're who, Nathan Cleary,
If you're Nathan Cleary,
and
like, if you, this is what I was saying on my videos. I was like, there's always someone that's just got a bit more sauce than you. Like Cleary, in Australia, we go, oh mate, it's fucking Cleary, Mary Fowler.
Yeah, but there's a few
beautiful."
people between Cleary and Bellingham. Like,
There's a few people.
you reckon they're ages away?
it's, yes.
Cleary's
Besides
at,
finances.
no, we're not
Besides
talking about. We're not talking about finance.
No,
we're
I'm not
talking
talking
about
about
top of
I'm-
their game.
I know, but I'm saying like,
Source.
yeah, like I wouldn't say it's Cleary's just a step up. Like Bellingham is a step up from Cleary. It's
He's-
quite a few steps.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Tell us
You
who
don't
it is.
think?
Yeah, no,
I
I
mean,
don't know. They're
We're
all just-
talking
they're all
as
just people to me.
someone. Of,
Okay, but we're talking
Cleary
about
is one of the best NRL players
in his. We're talking in their realm. Okay.
Okay,
In
if
his
we're
realm,
talking
he's one.
relative,
He's
yes,
the
yes,
he's the
yes.
great. He's not the greatest, but he's one of the greatest in his realm.
Okay,
Bellingham's one of the greatest
Yeah.
in his realm.
Right,
So it's
but-
not a huge step up. It's a step up, but it's not like
Hold on,
monumental.
what are you judging it on? Are you judging it on how they look, or are you judging it on?
No.
You're judging it on like how influential they are.
Yeah, like
Oh.
the Bellingham influence versus the
So it's
Cleary
fame.
influence.
Yes.
It's fame.
Yeah, like
I mean,
it's
he's 21
quite
million followers. Yeah, no,
different.
you're all right. You're all right. But
It's
I'm-
quite different.
Yeah. No,
You got that NRL like
Head on.
bias right now, but
yeah. But I'm a
What-
footballer
what-
at heart, so I get it.
Why should fame have to do with anything?
I didn't say fame.
You did. I just asked. if
No,
it was
I
fame.
said influence.
Which is fame.
Why should
It's
that
being
have-
a
why
big
should-
and oh my god! All I said is that it's a step
No, but I'm
up.
just asking. Why should having a bigger name impact like the attraction?
He said it's a step up. I'm saying it's more than a step up. That's all I said.
So you approve of Mary Fowler leaving?
I
Cleary
didn't say.
for-
You're putting words in my mouth.
Okay, I'm just saying. You said
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
I think she should go with the guy she's in love with, if
I-
any.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
even if it wasn't clear, even if it was Joe Blow around the corner, you know, most of the grass here,
Yeah.
that's fine.
That's absolutely fine.
You know,
But I'm shitting myself from Cleary, to be honest. If I am.
Yeah, that's the point here.
That's the point.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
oh man,
Love it.
you gotta be safe out there nowadays, bro. You really gotta be safe out there nowadays.
I don't think Fowler cares about stuff like that.
Nah, probably not.
Probably doesn't like either of them. Let's be real. I mean, how good would the conversation be with either of them? I don't know. You never know.
Bellingham,
That's
maybe.
a generalization.
That was a bit mean, actually.
That
Claudes.
was a bit mean. That was a bit mean. I actually take that back. They seem like great guys. Roberto De Zerbi.
He came for the.
He's
for the
blasted English
officials.
refs. Yeah, just basically said their shit. He basically said what we all know. English referees are the worst
Yeah.
in the world.
Are they?
Well, they're the worst in the top 5 of Europe. I would say so.
It's a tough watch at times.
That's why they don't get it. They don't even get put on World Cups.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You know, they don't even put an English ref in a World Cup. I think it was 2020.
That's actually a sign.
2018
isn't
they
it?
had
Yeah.
0 English refs. I think 22 they put a couple in. Just to,
Yeah.
they felt bad. Let's go to France now though. Kylian Mbappe.
Ooh, what's going on there?
He scores a hat-trick on the weekend
Of course.
for PSG.
Casually.
Just casual
The
hat-trick.
usual stuff.
As he does. But his
Light
coach
work.
after the game says to the reporters, I'm not really happy with Kylian today. I have nothing to say about the goals, but he can help the team a lot more in different ways. I'm going to watch the match again and talk to him about this first, not you guys.
Isn't he helping with overseeing the whole club?
Yeah, but
Yeah, what the
onside or
fuck?
offside, your players scored a hattie.
They won?
They won. Thanks to, I think they won 3-2.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie,
3-0.
it sounds like a bit of a Pep Guardiola kind of mindset.
Yeah.
You know when like Haaland was like bagging goals and Pep was like still talking to him like, no, you have to chase. You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It sounds like that.
Do you think
kind
it's onside, the manager
Yeah,
having a
yeah,
problem with him even though he scored a hat-trick?
Yeah, I think it's a bit onside. He's
Yeah.
probably just trying to keep him like right on the tip and just achieve him more. I
A
think
little bit grounded?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's just he's
You
trying to
think
do
it's-
that
I
thing. He
think-
knows he's played well,
Yeah.
but he's trying to like nitpick, which I get.
Well, yeah, there's a difference between, look, he's doing his job, like he's scoring goals. That's what he's meant to do. But given his experience, given the role that he plays, sure, like maybe he needs to be having more of an influence within the club and I don't know, leading and showing leadership skills and stuff like that. You never know. I kind of get the vibe that he just is really good at scoring goals, but then when it comes down to
Everything
like
else, he
being
doesn't-
involved with
yeah.
everything else, maybe he's just takes a step back a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
know. That's the vibe that I'm
I thought it was
getting.
pretty funny, man. Like your players just scored a hat trick. Like, fuck, what more do you want from him? You know?
Yeah.
Like, jeez. But
It
fair
is
enough.
pretty funny.
I see how they work. You know what actually happened in football this week over in Brazil? I think it was in Brazil. Was it in Brazil? It was in the Serie A of Brazil. Goalkeeper of Corinthians, Cassio. Like the watch, great watch. If you're looking for a budget watch,
Decent.
I like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. No, Cassio is a goalkeeper for Corinthians. They hit a free kick straight at him, and he just moved out of the way and let the ball go in.
Why?
Oh, someone paid him.
No,
Match fixing? No.
no,
He wanted to be subbed. Maybe.
no. It was an indirect
Was it coming
free
for
kick.
his face?
It
And he
was
said, no, not the nose.
It was an indirect free kick.
Yeah. So it had to be
We
passed.
talked about
It had
this
to be
last
passed.
week.
We spoke about it, and the guy shot off the indirect free kick. He literally could have caught. If someone else needed to touch
Yeah,
the
someone
ball.
had to touch it.
I love
Yeah.
that.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
That's
The
actually
balls to
good.
do that though.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I know,
that's-
ju- like,
that's
just in
pretty
case.
ballsy.
Just in case.
Just
Like,
in
what if
case.
it nicked
Just
someone?
Well, yeah,
on the
what
way
if someone
through?
just like little touched it and then it was
Someone
like,
comes out of nowhere.
But he let it go in just to prove a point. I mean, 36 years of age, goalkeeper. He's been around the block, and yeah, it worked. They ended up getting their own free kick. So fair
I
play.
like it. I rate
What
it.
was
he
the
went
rule
viral.
again from last week?
No, that was
No,
different.
but an indirect free kick,
No,
you
but
can't go.
the rule last week that we didn't know.
The
what
rule was if you've got a free kick
Yes.
and you kick it in your own net and no one else touches it, it's a corner for the other team.
That's fucking.
It's so random, eh?
That's so wild to me.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Because it would have never happened.
Never.
Like, I don't think it's ever happened. It can't. Unless it's Gale Force wins. And you're just like, there's
That
no
sounds
way.
so crazy. Yeah, no.
There's no way. We could be having a Leicester 2.0
What's going
Oh
on?
no.
over in Spain.
Ooh,
Girona.
getting promoted.
Yeah, this is amazing. They're top of the
Winning
top of the
fucking league.
table.
They won again, so they beat Vallecano away 2-1. They're top of the league, 2 points clear of Real Madrid. So everyone's talking barely go.
Barely go.
There's another story there,
Yeah.
bro, and
Wow.
it's
It's
Girona,
wild. I love it.
who are 2 points clear of Real Madrid.
Still a long way to go. But
Still a long way to go. But
could
these
do
guys are like
and they've
absolute
never have they
nobodies.
never won?
No, they've never even been top temporarily. So when they went top, they partied like they won a
Oh,
league.
Shit.
Yeah, it's
Keep
unbelievable.
an eye on
They,
that.
they've got a little stadium, 14,000 people.
Wow, little suburban ground.
Yeah, it'd be huge. And incredibly, this is a stat that producer Shab's written this one in 22 years since 22. It's been that long, producer Shabs. 22 years since a club that wasn't Real, Atleti, or Barca has won the league in Spain. It is very early days.
Wow.
I remember
22
seeing that
years.
actually last year. I looked up that stat.
Damn, that's
22 years would say that it takes us back to 2001. I don't know about that one. But fair enough. I'll
Not
take
that
your word
far?
for it. I feel like Rafa Benitez won one with Valencia in like 04 or something. But
I know Valencia was the other club.
Yeah,
but I do feel like it wasn't that long ago.
yeah, check it. Well, definitely up and like since Frank Rijkaard, no one else has won it. But I feel like
But pre
Valencia.
2010.
I feel like Rafa Benitez. Did Rafa Benitez win one with Valencia? Can you check? I reckon he's edited it, isn't it? He's edited it. What's the first time in 22 years that has topped at this stage of the season?
Oh.
Fuck off, Shabs.
He always does those
He's
little.
edited it now. He's edited it
He always
now.
does those little tiny.
Anyway, nonetheless, it's a fairy tale happening right in front of us. Do you remember John Joe Shelby?
Of course, what a
Voldemort?
player. Voldemort, what
Yeah.
a player. I mean, is he still playing Newcastle?
Speaking of pretty guys,
Yeah, no, I was going to say.
he's not one of them. All due respect.
Why we had a story about Shelby.
He's got a.
I remember us
absolute
talking
rocket.
about Shelby.
Not long ago, remember Shelby during the off? He was at Nottingham most recently.
Yeah.
And some girl went back to his.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
it. He was showing his
and he was
highlights.
showing her his highlights, and she put it.
That's such a me thing. I'd do that. I would so do that. Like if a girl came back to mine, I'd be like, listen, this is me.
Yeah, and she
shit.
didn't even do anything with
See
it.
that
really
Like,
done
she was
that.
just at his house watching highlights, and then she left. He didn't even care. He wasn't even cracking on. He just wanted
No,
her to watch
because
his
that
highlights.
turned him on enough.
Yeah.
Just seeing himself do that.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
like,
Oh,
this
I
is
love
great.
that.
It's
Is he
fucking
still at
brilliant.
Newcastle?
No, he's playing in Turkey.
Fuck.
He's playing for Rizespor, I believe, in Turkey. And he scored today from his own half. And Newcastle fans were tweeting about this because they all saying that he always used to try and shoot.
From his own.
And he never ever worked.
He never got it.
Fucking John Joe Shelby shooting. He finally got it
happened
in
in
Turkey.
Turkey.
Today. Exactly. And they won 1-0 with that goal.
Oh, really? Big him
Credit
up,
to John
man.
Joe. Yeah, big him up.
He was,
Exactly.
he was up and coming at Liverpool at one point, wasn't he? He was like
He was, yeah. I always liked him.
I
He had that X factor about
Yeah.
him. I always
I
liked
mean,
him.
I feel like his name used to just like come up a whole lot more,
Yeah.
and then he just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Bit of your banter era there.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a banter Liverpool.
Yeah, that was
John
well.
Joe
That was
Shelby.
like young Sterling.
Yeah.
That was young because they had a
New Balance.
Yeah, it was New Balance
Oh,
Sterling.
yeah, I have
Yeah.
one of those
That was
kids.
young Sterling, man.
No, he had a decent side. But John Joe Shelby, he's doing well. Maybe he's in Turkey. All of a sudden, you're going to see him with a gorgeous, luscious
I was
head
going
of
to
hair.
say, what's the hair
Yeah,
situation?
Maybe get the hairline going.
Exactly
yeah?
right. Yeah, he needs a whole.
Get it
fucking-
cracking.
He's been bald forever, that guy.
He actually has.
When
That's not to see bald.
we've seen so far in this Born Offside season,
Mm.
fans good. We've seen the Union Berlin fans lining up their players, saying it's okay. We remember where you came from. The fact that we're in the Champions League, blah blah. We've seen the Lyon fans. We've seen the Ajax fans trash their stadium. We've now seen Newcastle United.
Yes, I saw something about this, but
Yeah.
go on.
Kieran Trippier, they lost on the weekend. They've had a lot of injuries. Kieran Trippier got into a bit of a verbal with his fan on the sideline. And there was footage coming out of him saying, like, how many injuries we got? How many injuries we got? He had to be separated by his own player to the fans.
Losing is cool.
Who's in the wrong there?
I think Newcastle fans need to remember where they came from.
So you think this is another case like Union Berlin?
Come on, you lot are just now breaking into the top four and like maintaining it a little bit. Remember when you was like at the bottom?
In the championship, man.
But exactly,
Twice. in the
exactly.
last,
Like remember that
15 years.
these players are they're doing it justice. Like they've got a good squad. You know, I think it's on side from
Yeah.
Trippier, to be
This
honest.
is just the nature of the game, though, right?
Yeah.
The nature of the beast is you get used to a different standard,
Yeah.
and then that's what you expect. And it's not that same squad from back then either. It's also not the same club. Like the
Yeah.
ownership is different.
It's like Chelsea.
The resources are different. Your expectations
Yes,
change
yeah.
with
Like
that.
Chelsea,
behind.
we should just be expecting
to win.
a draw against City. It's good. It's
If
good.
if you're spending
We
as
took
much as
points off
City,
City. You
if
know.
you're spending as much as City,
Yeah.
you should be seeing results like City. It doesn't mean that you do, but it's okay to have high expectations.
I don't know, man. I'm just happy with survival, mid-table. That's my
Hey,
expectation
listen,
nowadays.
We've got to change our expectations.
You got to set
man.
the bar lower sometimes in life. Isn't that what they say? No, I don't
Good
think
luck
so.
with that.
I'm joking. That's not my advice. You know, these are not my thoughts. But you think it's bad in the Prem?
Yeah.
You think the fans are bad in the fans are tame in the Prem, Olan. You can contest it. You go down the pyramid of English football.
Gets worse and worse and worse.
The number of the fans might get less.
But the passion gets probably higher.
Exactly.
The
Right.
violence.
So let's take it down to League 2,
Oof. I know about these teams. Yeah.
4th tier. Okay.
Yeah, got a couple of mates playing in there.
Crew took on Notts County on the weekend. Right now, Crew are at home. Notts County have just come up from the 5th tier. So firstly, the ref. This is semi-related, but not really. The referee does his hammy.
I love that it's not really related. Now I'm like,
I
so
love
where is
that.
it related?
Oh my god.
The ref does his hammy, so the 4th official had to referee
So the ref did it during the game?
during the game.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's fucking tough kick.
I always think it's hilarious when refs get injured. Man. Like, what movements were you doing that required you to pull your hamstring? That's what I want to know. Like, what was the burst? What was the short burst that required your hamstring to go?
Heavy pitches at that level. You know?
Kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But they're not the fittest sometimes. Anyway, so the 4th official had to referee. So now there's no chance for another substitution of referees.
Okay.
The lino flags for a penalty against the home team in stoppage time. Now the Crew fans behind him apparently got very aggressive towards
Going
his
off.
linesman,
Yeah,
right?
for flagging that penny up.
And literally, you
Right.
read the article, it says he was called profanities such as wanker. Now, I think the wanker would have been the least of his woes.
Yeah, that's the only one that got through.
That would have been the nicest insult that he got. I'm telling you that now.
Exactly. So
For
anyway,
sure.
he didn't want to. He didn't want the game to continue. He didn't want to lino anymore in front of these fans. So he wanted to swap with the other lino.
Oh, so he wanted to go the other end.
He wanted to change.
It was like,
The other lino said, "Fuck no."
You stay down there with those Crew fans and you suck it up.
The 4th official was now refereeing because the ref's done his hammy.
Oh.
So the game was delayed 13 minutes, and they had to convince the linesman to finish the last few minutes of the game.
Oh,
He was that scared.
oh.
This is professional football. This is League 2.
That was actually
This is
hilarious.
where we're at now.
Yeah.
This is where
great.
we're at.
So anyway, they scored
And
the
that's
penalty.
the future of the Premier League as well.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I think robot refs is the future.
Lino's the worst because you just get it.
You're right there.
Yeah, you get it in here.
And those little stadiums.
You can hear everything.
They're
They can
next to
see
you.
you,
They're
and,
next
and
to
they
They're
know
as
you
close as
hear
we
them
are.
Yeah.
too. You know what I mean? Like they know you hear every single word.
I don't
It's a
think I'd
tough
have
gig.
I'd have enough conviction to ever have a job like that.
You wouldn't be able to do it.
I'd be second guessing myself. I'd be like, I'm sorry, just change.
Yeah, I've
you know
run
what?
Lino
You do
before.
it.
You do it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough gig, Lino.
Yeah.
Like ref, you can at least like run away from the fans. Like you're all around. You know what I mean? Lino
Well,
is like,
you'd hope that you're
Yeah.
protected, you know.
right, Lino's like
You're
there,
first to hear it. Yeah, yeah. We go up a level in League 1. This is just, I just want to show you how brutal. Like, people think the Premier League, this is football lower. In League 1, 2 players in one game had to go to hospital from nasty challenges. Wickham Wanderers versus Stevenage.
Oh, yes, near Luton, to be fair.
Your ends?
Yeah, Stevenage is like 20 minutes.
Yeah. 2 challenges.
Actually, I know someone up. Actually, one of my mates played for Stevenage.
Really? I hope it
Yeah.
wasn't him. I don't have the names here, but 2 people, both in hospital from heavy challenges. Apparently, it was an intense game. What are you laughing?
It's funny.
Oh my goodness.
No, like the
Hopefully,
chaos.
right.
The,
It's chaotic.
Like the chaotic nature of it is funny
Exactly.
to me.
Okay, when we talk about the game in terms of like it changing and like defenders and all that, the lower leagues is where it's still the same.
Yeah, because there's no
Also,
VAR, so of course. Yeah.
Still like you go to like League 2, League 1,
Ball and all.
National League. There's literally like defenders that can head it, kick the shit out of you, and then strikers that can just score goals.
Yeah.
Like there's none of this like techie kind of like
I love it. Every now and then it's
intricate stuff.
refreshing to watch it.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you go back and you're like, yeah, this is football. This is how it should be a
Kick
little
shit
bit.
out of him, mate.
Yeah, kick the shit out of him. Yeah, put it in the channels.
Up in the championship, though, there is that now you're getting closer to top tier football. There's a bit of chaos there. Birmingham City. Earlier this season, start of October, Birmingham sacked their coach, who'd only been there a year and a bit. They were coming 6th. Not that bad. They sack him, release his whole statement as to why the club was going in a different direction. Anyway, they appoint Wayne Rooney.
Ah, Wazza.
A lot of people said they're just doing it for clout.
Okay, yeah.
They were just doing it for clout because Wayne Rooney had coached really nowhere besides. I mean, he did okay. Well, he got relegated with Derby. Was in America, did shit with DC. Takes the team. Since taking over, they've gone from 6th to 18th.
Oh, Rooney.
Some good players are just not meant to be gaffers, are they?
I'm thinking Rooney, Lampard, Gerrard. That generation, should they just skip the whole management thing?
No, man, it's tough. I think it's always hard when you your whole life was in the game and you're a legend of the game.
They can't understand.
You can't leave the game alone.
They probably can't
Unless you
understand
go
how
into
they were
punditry.
such good as players and they can't get this part right.
The only person
It
who's
would be
probably
very frustrating.
transitioned pretty well and understood it was probably
Carrick's done well.
Gary Neville. Carrick's done well, but I'm saying in terms of like understood that they weren't a gaffer.
Yeah.
He was just,
I see what you mean.
do you know what I mean? Like
He's still trying.
Staying in their lane.
He's got the youth French team. Yeah, he's got the young French. He's still trying. Because as much
I think
as,
he understands how he can have an impact.
you know what? I talk to a lot of them when I work with them on screen.
Yeah.
And they like doing the media.
Yeah.
But they see it as very temporary. They all want to coach. That's what they all want to do. They all want to be managers. So they like doing the media a little bit here on the side, but it's like managing is what they want to do. And it's just like unfortunately sometimes
I do not see the appeal.
Of being a manager?
Of being a manager. When you just look at the scrutiny.
I also think that
the complications.
competitive, they
of it.
probably
for me,
miss that.
I also think it's the position that the player played.
Yeah.
Like what position they were playing as a.
So who makes the best manager?
Yeah.
Who does?
In terms of, so that's why I
What
think
position?
Carrick, centre mid,
Okay.
centre back.
No
That's what-
strikers
I
now.
don't think strikers.
Garbos.
I just, in my
It's
opinion,
true.
striker.
Because you barely manage them anyway.
I see what you
They've
mean.
never really been
Yeah,
managed. They're
I see
usually
what you
just
mean.
gifted and they can rip
they're
players.
gifted. And they don't understand the different elements to maybe you excel in a particular. Like I feel like strikers is like you're a goal scorer. Like that's what you excel at.
That's what you understand.
That's what you know. Like you don't.
You don't take your time to learn the tactics of the whole team and stuff. It's
The
more
whole
like get the
team.
ball, do your thing.
Yeah,
I kinda get
whereas
that.
like centre mid, I feel like you have to have skills of
You
everything.
need to know everything.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Which is
yeah.
why I feel like, and you know how to dictate
It's
the tempo
Look at
of the
Xabi
game.
Alonso
so
now.
much more strategic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it comes down to strategy, definitely.
Look at Xabi Alonso now. He's equal best start ever to a Bundesliga season.
Yeah, I mean Arteta was a centre mid as well,
Arteta,
wasn't he?
yeah.
You know, Pep was a
Pep.
centre mid. You know, so
true.
I think
The
centre mid or
evidence
centre
is
backs.
there.
Conte was a centre mid.
Yeah, so centre mid for sure.
Jose was a translator.
Yeah, I don't even know.
He shows anything can happen. I want to finish with a couple random ones. These two. Well, first one's a nice story, actually. Former Chelsea Premier League winner is currently training to be a pilot.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait.
I want to know. Look, I'm not testing you as much on this one,
Okay.
but you, by all means, jump in.
Okay.
But him, because he went off about his ball knowledge when we did the Who Am I last week.
I won, didn't I?
With Jibril Cisse.
Did I won? Okay, so what's this?
So I
Former
want to see how good his ball knowledge is now.
Former Chelsea Premier League winner.
Chelsea Premier League winner is currently close to becoming a pilot, getting his license and flying planes, right?
Okay.
He left Chelsea for then champions of Europe, Barcelona,
Okay.
right? In 2001, he was arrested at an airport, drunk, with John Terry and Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
In 2003, he admitted he had a gambling problem, losing £400,000 in casinos in the UK. I don't know if he was already in the UK. He would have been.
Yeah.
He played for his country all the way up until Euro 2016. He was captain of Iceland.
Idega Johnson.
Yes.
Don't test me when it comes to Chelsea ball knowledge. Come on, Chelsea ball knowledge. I'm there.
Yes.
I thought so. When you said left for Barca
Yeah.
and drunk with Chelsea, Lampard and Terry, I thought
Yeah, and then Iceland gave it away.
And Iceland gave it away.
Ige Johnson, he's close to
training
becoming
be
a pilot.
Really?
Yeah. Great striker on his day.
Oh, it was a great striker. He
Yeah.
was like him and Jimmy Floyd
That's right.
were top notch.
And Mutu until he found the white powder.
So,
Mutu was meant to join them.
He was supposed to join.
He was supposed to be, you were the chosen one.
Yeah, he was a chosen one.
He
I
just
remember.
found cocaine.
Remember Hammond Crespo?
Oh, how
Yeah,
good is
yeah, I
Crespo?
like Crespo
What a
for a
fucking
little
player. That's great. This, again, when football was football.
Well, football was football, man.
so with
We're
the-
old heads now, man.
I know.
We're such old heads.
I know.
Yeah, you're acting real old right now.
Yeah.
It's like listening to two old men.
Oh, this will be us forever now.
Yeah.
It will be.
So is he gonna like?
That's the story.
That's it.
You know, he's
No, I
becoming a
love that.
pilot.
Fair enough.
Next time you're boarding your plane to
Oh,
to
we're
Europe,
talking commercial airplanes.
potentially. I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
Maybe private jets.
Can you imagine you just Idrick Johnson's your
Yeah,
your
that
pilot?
would
That's
be
right, the whole time
insane.
just chatting to him.
sure.
But that story's pretty tape. This story's fucking brilliant. Speaking of football, I mean, he didn't forget, but you know, Idrick Johnson, you'd forgive it if it was a bit of a forgotten footballer.
Yeah. If you weren't a Chelsea fan, you might not.
Exactly. Speaking of forgotten footballers, do you remember this guy, Mehdi Abalimba?
No.
Who did he play? Nah, that doesn't even like ring a bell at all.
No. That's because he wasn't a footballer.
Can you imagine if like one of us said,
Yeah. I remember.
No, Mehdi Abalimba. So ITV in the UK have just done a true crime documentary of this guy. and it's come out now. So it's resurfaced the whole
True
story.
crime.
He lived a life as a fake footballer.
Fuck the life that I wanted to live.
Right, there are certain things here that I was like, it's a bit of an OLANTEKKERS vibe. No,
Yeah. Is this Holland, brother?
listen to this. He was playing for Farnborough Town.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah. I know them. They're like
Okay.
a semi-pro team.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So he was playing for Farnborough Town.
Actually, not. They're actually a decent
He
squad.
was playing, or he told
was.
people he was.
No, he was
Okay,
playing
he
for Farnborough Town in 2012 on about £300 a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his career was just not going where he wanted it to go.
Mm.
His family originally from Congo. Anyway, 2014, he decided, you know what, fuck this. He took the term fake it till you make it to a whole new level. He just thought, fuck it, if I'm not going to make it as a pro, I'm going to just commit the biggest fraud ever and live my life as a pro. So he felt as though he looked like Gail Kakuta, who used to play for Chelsea.
Oh, no.
So this is our boy,
Yeah.
right?
I feel like I've played against Farnborough before. I actually think I have.
Maybe you've played this guy.
Yeah, maybe I have.
And there's Gail Kakuta. I don't think they looked that similar. I really don't think so.
I can see it, but
Yeah.
not really.
Not really.
I can see it, but not really. I don't remember the Kakuta to be.
Kakuta was at Chelsea for a bit. He was like a breakthrough player. He went. I
okay.
think he went to Fulham after. He never really made it, but he was at Chelsea for a while.
Okay.
This is the guy. That's him. That's Kakuta. Right? You prefer not to speak? Okay. Probably prefer not to speak. Anyway, listen to this, right? So he somehow managed to, in Kakuta's name, this shows when you're a footballer and you can afford shit, you don't have to pay for anything.
No, you don't.
Somehow they give you things and then they charge you later,
Yeah.
but they just give it to you, knowing that you're a footballer. Oh, he'll pay back. He managed to get a Bentley and a chauffeur, right, to take him shopping at Selfridges in Manchester.
Oh my god.
He needed another Bentley to carry the shopping.
This is so fucked.
This is true. This is all true story, right? He then goes to a Manchester nightclub, picks up 4 women.
And
We know about the women in Manchester.
Yeah, under the pretense that he's
That he's a footballer.
Kakuta.
Right.
Man's committing fraud.
Right. He flies these 4 women in a private helicopter to London from Manchester.
Oh my lord. Is he Nigerian?
He's from Congo.
Oh, shit. Okay, I was gonna say.
He's Nigeria's best fraudsters in the
I was
world,
gonna
yeah?
say it would have made sense.
Yeah, I've won the
419.
lottery 5 times in Nigeria, according to my
so-
inbox. You ever get those ones? Yeah?
Yeah.
You get the one someone wants to make you a princess.
Yeah.
You get
yeah,
those ones?
You get those
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah?
DMs every day.
Yeah, I have $10 billion. Okay. No, but this guy, he flies them to London. He hires a house for the night, a mansion.
So this
for
is
the
all
night.
one weekend he's done all this.
Listen to this, yeah. He hires a mansion, and the 4 women stay with him.
Jesus.
Would have had a good night. Credit to
A
him.
wonderful night.
That's a long way to go.
He fly. What the fuck?
Right. These women, they stay with him. What got him out of all this was the shopping spree. The shopping spree got him at Selfridges because the cameras picked him up and they ended up putting 2 and 2 together that it wasn't actually him. So he gets done and he goes to jail for 4 years.
Jesus.
Right?
Wow.
He doesn't learn his lesson though.
Oh my god.
4 years stint, and he came out and said, "I'm a still go straight back to it." Okay.
Exactly. He comes out and he gets sent to jail again because he starts seeing this girl, fraud, steals money off her, gets sent to jail just for a little bit.
Just for a little bit. Okay.
Comes out
Had
again.
he just given up entirely on football at this point?
He was done being a fake footballer,
Yeah,
but he was just rich, right? He actually, this chick that he saw in the middle was on Love Island. She was a lot younger than him as well. He went to her 19th birthday. I was reading about this article. It was amazing. This story is fucking brilliant. I'm
Oh my
I'm
God.
telling you, when this doco comes
That's
out,
crazy.
we
I'm
gotta watch
watching this.
anyway, it climaxes the story, that is, with he gets out of jail in 2018 and he starts a relationship with Thierry Henry's ex-wife.
How the hell did he meet his ex-missus?
He's getting invited to these parties.
How?
Wait, is it still? Who is he going?
I don't know who he is at this point. Who he's pretending to be.
Yeah, what the fuck?
He's not Kakuta anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Because to get
And
to
when
invite
he's
to these
disappeared
places,
for 4 years, where's he saying he's
So listen
been?
to this. He apparently, when he sees her, so in this in this interim period where he was out, that's when he started talking to Thierry's
Okay.
ex-wife.
Okay.
He then goes back into prison, right? For 4 months, he told Thierry Henry's ex-wife, her name's Claire Mary, he was telling her that he was in military service in Kuwait. She believes it.
Oh my God.
She believes it. This is Thierry Henry's
worse.
ex. This is former Mrs. Henry.
Oh my God, it
Oh
gets
my
worse.
god.
He then comes out. They date for a little bit. In that time, he
After-
steals £50,000 off her.
I don't know whether to commend this guy or fucking hate
How
him.
does he even do
Because this
this?
is suave what he's doing right now. Like,
Right?
How is he managing to pull this all off?
Bro,
Suave.
he steals he steals 50,000 pounds off her. She catches him, obviously. He goes back to prison. So as
Yo,
of
this guy has lived a life.
as of 2021, he was sentenced to another 4 years and 5 months. He's still currently in prison, and his doco is coming out now in the UK.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, and apparently Henri's ex-missus, she talks on the doco and stuff.
Jeez, this is like This is like Tinder swindler
Yes.
football version.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing, eh?
It's gonna be so much. It's gonna be very juicy.
This will be good.
Oh, I'm watching this.
Yeah, this will be real good. So, and
Peterborough's gonna get a lot more players.
Well, it
after
got me
this.
thinking.
The effort that he went to be
Yeah.
other people.
yeah,
Like in all that time, you couldn't have just gotten another
Just
job,
exactly.
made a bit of like some honest money,
yeah.
build up your profile a little
Nah.
bit. He obviously knew all the right people.
No, he just thought
But
I
he
was going to
said,
be a fake
"No."
footballer.
That's not for me.
Yeah. I mean, fuck. You got to like, you got to kind of commend how he
Yeah.
pulled some of this shit off. I couldn't. I couldn't. I'd-
Should have been an
even
actor, really.
Exactly.
Even pulling Thierry Henry's ex-missus would have taken some work.
She went from Henri
To
to this
this
geezer,
guy.
straight out of prison, military service in Kuwait, apparently. Unbelievable
Wild.
story.
And
Unbelievable
Kuwait too. That's pretty smart.
The producers from ITV, they were saying they pick up true crime stories and they see whether they're going to pursue it. And apparently with this one, they said the further we kept digging, the more ridiculous the stories
Yeah,
got.
you're
We
like,
said, we
how's this
have to
real?
do this.
We have to do
How
this.
is
to
it
make this one.
real?
And it got me thinking, if there was a true crime doco
Yeah.
done on either of you two,
Mm.
firstly, what do you reckon the crime would be? Secondly, who would play you in the doco?
Who'd play me? Denzel Washington.
Yeah?
Nah, that's just who I'd love to play.
When you're older, he plays you at the end when you get out of prison.
Plays me. What would the crime be? Oh man,
I mean, you're Nigerian.
yeah, it would be. There would be,
Could be fraud.
Scamming and
Could do
stuff.
typical fraudster, but crime. Ooh.
He's rubbing his hands
I'm
together.
like,
Like,
if I could
Who
commit,
would play you? Who would play you? Have you ever been told you've been looked like anyone? Like, you been looked like?
only
You look like anyone?
not an actor.
What do you look at? You made a face.
I'm not
Oh
gonna.
no!
I'm not gonna say.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna say.
I know who you're
Oh,
I'm not gonna
shit.
say because
I know who you're thinking.
Cat doesn't like it. But
I've been called out for this.
I'm not gonna say who.
and
who
it's.
it
I think
is.
it's the haircut.
Is it who? I
It's
think it
Lena the Plug.
is. Okay.
She said it. not
She's
me.
literally like a.
She's a porn star. Yeah.
She's
yeah.
an
okay.
adult.
She's like a
star.
plug.
She's an adult
Whoa.
film
No,
star.
is that why she's called Lena the Plug?
I don't know why she's called Lena
She's
the
the
Plug.
guy. She's the guy. I mean, she's the woman who.
The husband sold her to
Yeah.
okay. Not sold
Anyway.
her, like did a porn. Yeah, anyway, porn.
Other than that,
Haram. We don't want that.
it's so haram.
Yeah.
I've never
so
been
Lena the
compared.
Paul will play you
Lena
in
the
a
Paul.
Lena
Lena
Paul-
the
What's her name?
And then the plug.
Lena the Plug. Lena the Plug would play you in
Lena
a
the
parody
Plug
of
would-
the crime you committed.
Yeah, what would it be?
I don't what if if I called you guys up and I was like, oh my god, I've been arrested. Where would your minds go first? Like, what have I done?
I feel like you would have like committed a murder.
Whoa.
Yes, yeah.
No. Hear what I'm saying.
You think before,
because you're so calm and collective and like you're not like that
Okay.
at all. I feel like you maybe just hit a switch and then you
somehow that was a compliment. In
Yeah.
all of that, I
Yeah, fair enough.
actually am flattered.
just,
Yeah.
That's
What do
why
you
I'd-
think,
Yeah, that's what I'd say. What would Claude's be? I feel like Claude's would be like, what's that fucking the thing on the guy on Netflix who was like, when he tried to throw that big ass party? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Big ass
Fire
party
festival?
on an island. Fire festival. That would be you, Claude's. You'd be the fire
He's just
festival guy.
planned
Claude's would be
some
like
massive
selling stuff. He'd be
fuck-off
like,
event.
listen, we got this.
He's
It's
just-
going to be a massive, and then it ends up going to shit.
Claude's
and you
just
got to pay.
oversold himself.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Probably.
Like Claude's are trying to make $1 billion. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I would.
yeah.
That's
I
what
can
yours
sell
would be.
shit.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That'd be Claude's one for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe hit and run for you.
Okay, why am I out here killing people? I regret asking
I just think
this.
you'd hit someone with your car and you'd panic and you'd drive off.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
And maybe you had a few wines as well.
Oh my gosh, this is terrible.
and you'd be like fucking panicking and hyperventilating. Like you, oh my, yeah, I could see that happening for sure. Because you'd be in such panic. For sure.
How did we
Fully
get here?
imagine you. Anyway,
And Lena the Plug would play you in the parody where the police officer pulls you over.
Yeah.
You guys
So
end up.
really, like,
And
then you
it's,
get away
it's
with
not
it.
a
You
parody,
get away with it
is
because of that. You're like, oh, okay, how do I,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it
yeah.
would be.
Fantastic.
Wow. That took a turn.
yeah,
It did take a turn.
That's a good way to end
born
the episode.
offside, man.
That's born offside. That's where we play. Way offside. But it is an international break this week. No international break for women's football. Plenty of good women's football. Manchester Derby coming up as well. which is good to see. And our Aussies are in action, which is always good. Italy need to win against the Massos. So fingers crossed, everyone.
You'll be right.
Yeah. Let's hope we get it done this time because we didn't last time. But no doubt we'll still have plenty to talk about in the world of football next week. Last international break, I remember, was the week we thought there'd be nothing to talk about.
It was,
And it was
so
so much.
much.
And it was one of our best episodes.
We never know.
Exactly. And that's thanks to you guys because you guys are always listening. So make sure you subscribe to the pod. Flick us a 5-star rating if you're having a good time. Jump on the socials. Follow their endeavors. He's OLANTEKKERS. You just never know where he's going to be tomorrow.
You
So
really
make
know.
sure you're following
I'm
this
going
guy.
to the music awards, so
You
look
guys are
out
the
for
Arias.
Look out for the tuxedo.
Are you working there or are you your little
A bit of
VIP
both.
guest?
Bit of both.
Are you like a rapper now?
Oh, mate.
You're making
me
royalties
and Joey
now.
Manu cooking up something. So.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, actually, when it comes, I'll let you guys listen to me rapping.
We'll play it in Born Offside first. I want a Born
Yeah.
Offside exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we're right now?
No. But I'm saying when you
He's
drop
willing.
it,
Are you willing?
don't play it right now.
No,
willing and
no,
Don't
able.
play it right now.
Fine.
Save that for an exclusive. I'll G that one up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you never know what's going to happen next with this crew. So
This
make
is
sure you're
true.
following along.
This
We'll
is
see you
true.
next week, guys. Ciao.
See ya.
Bye, guys.